Hi there, it's Stephanie from Mommy Standard Time, where we save minutes and savor moments. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're not new here, welcome back. For Vlogtober, I am uploading a new video every day, so be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our future shenanigans. But speaking of shenanigans, look what I've got going on here. So I am hanging out in my office right now. I just got some work done and I need to get these shelves prettied up for the fall. So I use these as the backdrop for all of my Zoom calls. So my desk is an L shape. It goes from here across here, and my computer is here. And it's a standing desk. So I can actually well, let me just show you. Okay, ignore my messy desk, but so this is a standing desk and I can lift it up or down because I have 3 shelves here. And I like to just keep them decorated for different seasons. And this is kind of my everyday look, nothing fancy, and I'm getting tired of it. But the problem is that I do not have pretty much anything for fall. So before we moved this last time, we got rid of most of our decorations. I think I have very, very little, if any, fall decor. And right now, I don't really want to budget a whole lot of money to decorate these shelves in my office. So I'm gonna try and see what I can do for next to nothing. My daughter really wants to decorate her door for Halloween. And I thought, you know what? Let's go to the Dollar Tree. You can get what you want for your door, and I will see if I can find some inexpensive items to take care of these shelves. So if you'll notice, there's a lot of space right here. And I normally had taller things. I think I had that white shelf there, just that was a little bit taller. I don't know, things got all mixed up, but I really want to change this out. I just saw some small baby fiddle leaf figs, and I'm tempted to get one to replace that fake plant. I don't know. They were in a small container at Walmart, but that's for another day. Right now, we've got to think fall. So I think I'll get a little wreath to put on that shutter, maybe. And I might steal some vegetation from my husband's job because it's tall and I think I could put it here. I'm gonna ask him first, obviously. All right, it is the next day. I have all of my supplies and I've been starting to kind of play with things over here in my office, but honestly, my office is overwhelming. It's really not that dirty, but my office is right as you walk in the house. And so it becomes the dumping ground for kids' shoes, backpacks, all of that. And then when they go to leave the next day, they hunt through their backpack for things they don't need, leave them in my office. You know how it goes. And so we try to keep up on it, but overall, my office just kind of becomes the dumping ground for when I have help cleaning up the house and they're not sure where things go, they put it in my office because, well, mom will know where this goes. And so you'll see the result is that it's just kind of crazy. And yes, that is a drying rack here in my office as well. I'm going to get this office whipped into shape and then we will be ready to decorate. Okay, that's about as good as we're gonna get. That's something that I need to put back in the daughter's backpack, but got, stuff dusted. I'm not gonna vacuum until after I finish decorating because I think I'm gonna end up with little goodies on the carpet. This little pile is what I was gonna use to decorate the shelves in here. And then these are decorations I might be using or I'm taking down. And then that's another project that I'm gonna work on for a different video. So I am going to take down what I think I don't need, leave up what I think I can use, and then we're gonna get started. Okay, if you're wondering about this kind of weird wall here, when I first moved into this house, I was still teaching online to kids in China. And I didn't want to have, because this office is what you first see when you walk in, you'll notice that a lot of teachers that teach online, they have very colorful backdrops and really fun backgrounds. And you're supposed to have some sort of background behind you when you teach. So I wanted to be able to hang stuff up for when I was teaching, but then take it back down when I wasn't, so that this still looked kind of like an office. And so I used a lot of magnets when I was teaching. So I found these so that I would put really colorful, fun things with magnets on here. And then the stuff that I put on the shelves, I would put a couple of like kid-friendly things up there. Anyway, I would just quickly switch it out when I was teaching, and then I could just take it back down. So that's kind of the story of this wall and why it has kind of a funny shelf configuration. Anyway, so that's where it came from. I don't teach online anymore, but I still kind of like the shelves, so I'm gonna leave them. But I have this big gap here, which that's the part that I don't love. I always have to put something pretty tall here. So I wanted to do like pampas grass, but I couldn't find any. And so I got some of this off of our hillside, and I need to go grab some more and fill that in, because I think I will put this here. Whoops, if I don't break it. So I'm thinking, because that has a pretty good height, it almost gets to the bottom. So let's go grab more of that. So last night I picked out these grasses from the hillside, but I don't love that they drop little seeds, but I liked them because they look a little kind of like wheat. Then I went out there today and there was this kind of curlicue at the top. Like maybe it either lost its seeds or it was just getting ready to go to seed. So I'm thinking I'm gonna mix the two. So let's see what we can do here. All right, so I'm not an interior designer or anything, but pretty much on each shelf, I try to have a black element, a white element, and then kind of a natural touch. So this shelf obviously is going to need some white, so I was wondering about putting the shutter back up. I'm just gonna play around with it now. I'm gonna show you a couple of other things that I have. So I do have these pumpkins that I was gonna put up here somewhere. And then I have this cute calendar. And if you ever see these at the Dollar Tree, grab them. So I was gonna use this and put it inside somehow this picture frame. I know the mat wouldn't work, but I'm gonna play around with it and see what I can do. So I'm gonna cut this out, put it in that frame, and if that doesn't work, I'll see if I can find another frame downstairs. And then I was gonna make some sort of grapevine wreath, and we're going to hang it from this shutter. I thought that would be cute. I did something similar with this shutter at Christmas time, so we'll see. And then up here, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough fall decor, honestly, to fill up that shelf. So I might take some of my pictures that I already had up and put them up there, and I just won't put any of the greenery back up. I'll just let it be kind of fall looking. So anyway, I'll just let the camera roll while you watch me try and figure out what I'm gonna do with this place. All right, my camera got mad at me and decided to stop filming, so I'm sorry, but I will walk you through what I ended up doing and we'll see. It's not awesome, But remember, I wanted to basically do this with things I had on hand or spend very, very little money. I'm probably still gonna mess with this, but I just wanted to show you what I came up with for basically probably less than $10. So yes, this is gonna have a glare, but this is the calendar page from the calendar that I got from the Dollar Tree. And this was a frame I already had that I would swap out when I was teaching. It had like an ABC chart. And so I would take my actual pictures down and put that up. So this is the vase with the grasses that I got. I don't know that the black really goes, but it's what I have. And then I just had some extra picks left over, so I just kind of laid them there with the pumpkin from the Dollar Tree. So that's shelf number 1. Shelf number 2, you saw me fiddling with all the picks and the flowers, and I don't know, it's fine. And then I just hang it from that shutter. I use duct tape on the back, and there that is. I don't know, I just like these little guys, these little wicker square things. So I just kind of plug them in for some extra texture with a pumpkin. I think I would like a green one there, but this is what I had. And then the top shelf, if you can see. So when I went downstairs, I found that wood dish thing. I just had held on to it and not really had anything to do with it. So I laid, you know, the leftover picks in there. I kind of pulled them apart, put them in there. And since it's up high, I just kind of tilted it. But if you come back here, you can see that, you know, it tilts forward and you can see the pumpkin and the picks, and none of that is heavy. So even if the pumpkins and picks roll out of there, it's not gonna hurt anyone. And then I had that white vase that I found in my cupboard just because that shelf needed something. I don't know. Let me know what you think I should do, but something just, it's not quite balanced, but I think it's gonna be fine. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I think it looks fine. I just wish that I maybe had gone a different route color-wise. I think I really do like the reds and yellows and oranges of fall decorations. This isn't our forever home, most likely, unless there's some sort of miracle. We will probably be moving in the next year or 2. And so I am really hesitant to buy a lot of decorations. I don't know, I just don't wanna have to move them, or I feel like I've wasted money if I buy them for 1 year and then have to sell them at a yard sale or something. So this way I was able to use what I had in the house and supplement with a few things from Dollar Tree and Joann. And all in, it was less than $10 to go ahead and give my office a fall makeover. So I hope that that gives you maybe some inspiration of things to look for when you are trying to decorate your own home for the fall on a budget. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to continue to follow along with my Vlogtober shenanigans, go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell so that you don't miss my future videos. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.